Go.
Hey Shoaib,
Hi Ryan,
how are you doing?
I'm doing good, thank you. How about you?
I'm just living the life every day, living the dream, baby. So, tell me a little bit about some of your challenges that you're going through right now.
The biggest challenge I'm facing is with my volunteer job at Islamic Center in Moline. I'm the chairperson for a youth committee there, and the youth committee is all about we do look up for the kids starting from the first grader to the high school, and the purpose of our youth committee is to make them responsible for what they are doing and what they are gonna be in their future life after they graduate from school. I mean, it's all about making them a good Muslim, and making them a responsible citizen of the country. I mean, there are things going on across the globe which represents a bad image, and these kids, and they believe what they see. So we just don't want them to get distracted or get detached from what they are. That can happen by the things going on that can affect them very bad. So we want to especially focus on that and make them understand that, okay, you are supposed to do this, you are supposed to do that, and you should not be listening to what things going on. So.
And so you tell me a little about these students and everything. So tell me a little bit about their reactions to everything.
Oh, I mean, as I mentioned you about when we do take care about the kids, but this committee gives a lot of opportunity for kids to grow in their future, and the reaction to the committee is often not good, because they don't feel like they are enjoying the time what they're spending with. So of course they don't spend a lot of time. They do have to give an hour every day from Monday through Friday. But even in an hour, they feel frustrated. They don't feel like they're having a good time. So I'm struggling with that since a year now, to how to make them comfortable. How to give them a culture or the environment what they get in school. So I'm looking forward for ideas and things to work out. I compared the situation what I'm going through with the other Islamic centers across the town, and I got to recollect. I got many ideas from the other heads what they did before, because everybody had this problem, and the few suggested me to talk to the students. Just take their opinions, and make them speak, make them. Listen to them what they are going through. What is their main problem? Why are they not feeling comfortable just in 60 minutes? So how will they be comfortable in future practicing Islam for the whole life? So is that the religion bothering them? Is that something else they don't like there? The environment or the people? So happens to be majority of kids are high school kids, and they complain me about not having a recreational area in the center. So yes, we overlooked it so far since 3 years now, and we neglected that thing. And I think I put this up front to our senior management, and I got their views on it, but it cost money. For a center, for a non-profit organization, to get the money is a big deal. So we are working on that, and we have approached many organizations who can help us, and many other volunteers who are willing to help us, and hopefully this problem will be sorted out.
So it sounds like you've been talking to other committees as well, which is really awesome, getting other people's views and stuff. So what do you see as this being successful?
To me, it looks to be like it will take time to get success in this, because it involves people, it involves finance, and it involves time. So not three of the things comes along. If somebody is giving the time or effort, sometimes finance can be a problem. can be an obstacle to overcome this issue. But back to back, we are working with everything to make sure that every three things get along and things get started. But talking about an alternate to resolve this issue right away would be taking kids out. I mean, to me, the easiest option is for now, as the school's going to end in May and summer's going to approach, that there will be a lot of time with the kids we can do, and this thing cannot be resolved in like next season, and like next summer. It will be taking a year more. So I would take them out. I would take them out to spend time with them and to make them comfortable, so that they don't feel that they are just stuck in the center, not getting what they thought of getting there. So in that way, what we are willing to convert, or what we are trying to teach them, can be easily done, because first of all, their motive, what they are looking is being met. They are looking for fun. They are looking to have a good time, whatever time they are giving us. And meanwhile, we can also teach them about the religion and what all we want to. So that's my first thing, if I would allow to be done.
And that all sounds very awesome. And so Shoaib, you told me before that this is your 8th class at MOL. So one of the things I wanted to ask was, what do you bring in from this leadership program that you bring into this committee?
Right. I mean, as I mentioned to you, that I've been working with this committee as I started with my master's program in leadership. So the very first thing I learned to get opinions and suggestions. I mean, I never used to do that. I mean, I used to do that. Okay, whatever I think, that's fine. But no, I mean, this program taught me about to get opinions, to get people involved. Listen to people, what they say. I mean, don't put your ideas first. Put their ideas, and then come to a conclusion with them, and make them empower them to make decisions. So that's the first thing I've learned, and I've learned to be patient. Do not interrupt people while asking or while listening to them. Listen to them calmly, and then come to and then start or what you want to say. You can put your thoughts on that.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome, and it seems like you're bringing a lot of this leadership into this committee. So with you bringing all this leadership into the committee, what have you seen of some of the results from it?
So far, I don't see a lot of improvement, but I see a positive development in myself. Talking in general, I mean, if you put aside my job with the Islamic Center, in general, I'm being very patient to listen to people, and I'm being very smart enough to make decision. Just don't put my words, don't put my opinion up front, but take. I mean, sometimes your opinion and others' opinion can conflict. Can get to a situation that you may not resolve the problem. It can, make the problem more worse. So I have learned to listen to the person and to make a decision later. So that's the only thing I think I've so far learned and achieved in this program.
What's really awesome, man, is when you were talking about this, you were smiling.
Yes.
And blossoming like a flower.
Oh, thanks.
So one of the things that I noticed as you were talking about opening up and communicating. So with the younger students from 3rd grade all the way to high school, how is it with communicating with them?
Right. I mean, not every student is same, and especially dealing with a kid who is in 3rd grade and talking to the high school kid, which is 17 years, 16, 18 years old. And that's really tough. That makes it tough. But getting down to your knees and talking to a little kid of 6, 7 years old, and will teach you more than talking to a high school 17 years old. He just talked to you. As you talk to him like you're talking to an adult. But talking to a little kid will teach you more, because you get more ideas. When you empower them to speak on the situation, hey, what do you think? And they give you their ideas with their little mind. But sometimes that can be a good opinion or suggestion you can implement. Really, of course, you do have to do some modification in their thoughts. But sometimes it can be really helpful.
So that's awesome, man. And from this conversation, it seems like what you are learning in the leadership program is helping you out and your committee as a
Yeah.
whole. And so I'm very thankful to listen to you, and I know your committee is gonna get huge, man, because you're doing great things.
Thank
so
you.
I just wanted to say thank you for everything, and,
No.
and yes, sir.